Hello, you beautiful people, and welcome to How's That? You'd be wondering what this is. Well, we as a country, India and Indians, of course, we are crazy about cricket. So I thought, why not club the two, food and cricket, of course, and create a wonderful series with food dedicated to some amazingly talented cricketers of the country, of course. Hey guys, it's me, the Bombay chef Varun Inamdar, and welcome to How's That? Today's recipe is Mumbai ka favorite, hum sab ka favorite, dedicated to one of the most amazing cricketers on the planet. You've guessed it right. Let's head to the kitchen and find out some more about him, and let's make Vada Pav. Well, Vada Pav is every Mumbaikar's favorite. And there's one such cricketer who absolutely loves eating it. Well, you guessed it right. It is Sachin Tendulkar. And today's recipe is dedicated to him. Well, I can keep talking day long about him, but let's begin with the recipe. The first thing is oil, of course, in a kadhai, in a wok, anything that you deem fit. Once the oil heats up, the first thing that goes in is asafoetida, also known as hing, along with this, black mustard seeds, curry leaves, and along with this, crushed ginger, garlic and green chilies. Stir this well and allow the raw flavor or the raw smell to kind of go away. And with this, I'm going to add in turmeric powder. Well, I also know some people who avoid ginger completely. You can also choose to avoid. Let's add in potatoes, which are boiled, peeled and ready. Let's crush them. Remember, do not mash them because you do not want it pasty. It just has to be crushed. You need bitefuls of potato in your mouth while eating the vada. You know, I've got several opportunities of serving Sachin Tendulkar. We've had several conversations over food, about cricket, and so many things under the planet. Well, that's where he once told me that Vada Pav is actually his favorite. And he also apparently stops by this one particular place at Shivaji Park in Dadar, and he eats the Vada Pav there. Little things about the great man, about the legendary Sachin Tendulkar. Let's stir this, let's mix this, not forgetting to add salt. Also, while mixing, I'm going to add in freshly cut coriander and mix it wonderfully well. Just remember, do not mash this while mixing, just kind of bring everything together. And that's the trick of a nice, chunky Batata Vada. With this, the Batata Vada mixture is done and ready. Allow this to cool down till the temperature is kind of manageable. The mixture has come down to room temperature. We need to pick lemon-sized balls and roll them with a firm grip. Now there are two ways you can make this, actually three ways. The first one is to take a lemon-sized ball with a firm grip, make this into a roundel. That's one. The second one is to press this between your two palms, and that's the second way how Mumbaikars eat it. The third way, of course, is to take marble-sized balls and make cocktail Batata Vada, which are your tiny Batata Vadas. For now, let's stick to just one pattern, one size, and that is the flattened one. The flattened one actually goes wonderfully sandwiched in a pav, which is the quintessential bread that the Mumbaikars love. The Batata Vadas are shaped and ready. Allow me to wash my hands, and then we make the batter using gram flour. Let's move on to making the batter. Gram flour which is sieved and ready. Let's add in salt. Not too much, just a touch is just perfect. And we need to make a coating consistency batter out of this. So do not add in all the water at the same time. Get it a little pasty, whisk it well, and once that happens, then we'll add in more water. I know a lot of people who also add in turmeric and spices at this point in time, but trust me, if you get your filling or the potato mix well flavored, you do not need any other flavor. Once the batter becomes lump-free and pasty, we'll add in some more water and ensure that it becomes coating consistency. And I'll show you what that means. Let me show you a quick spoon test to show you what I mean by consistency, which is coating. All you need to do is dip the back of the spoon in the batter and swipe it with your index finger. If the batter kind of holds shape, which means the batter is of coating consistency. The second trick here is to ensure that less oil is absorbed in the batter, and for that I've kept some oil to heat here. I'm adding in a tablespoon of that hot oil in the batter. We mix this well. What happens is, because of the scorching hot oil, the batter kind of gets scalded, and that ensures that the absorption of oil is the least. Mix this well. Well, our batter is done and ready. This has to rest for at least 5 minutes. Our potato mix is also ready and is resting. Time for a short story, and I call this segment Strategic Timeout. Well, a very funny incident about Sachin Tendulkar in Australia. 2004, India was touring Australia and Sachin was not performing the way we are all used to watching him. He was very upset. For dinner, he went to this Malaysian restaurant in Sydney and ate food. Next day, he performed brilliantly well. He again went for dinner, sat in the same restaurant, sat at the same table, ordered the same food. Next day, performed brilliantly again. Third day, he again went to the same restaurant, sat at the same table, ordered the same food, and again performed brilliantly well. Superstitions, I feel. On that note, let's head to the kitchen and check Vada Pav. Time to start the deep frying. While the oil is being heating, let's dip the Batata Vada in the batter. Let's remove the excess and start frying. Another cricketer I know of who's also a huge fan of Vada Pav, that is Rohit Sharma. Well, in the coming episodes, I will also dedicate a recipe specially for him. Let's pull out the Batata Vadas from the frying oil and rest this on a tissue paper for all the excess oil to get absorbed. My favorite Sachin Tendulkar moment is when he had scored a double century. In the comment section, let me know what's your favorite moment. Let's start frying the rest of the vadas. Now that the Batata Vada is done and ready, let's convert this into Vada Pav, and that needs assembly. But again, one of my most favorite additions, and that is a fried chili. I've slit these and just lightly dip this, allow it to blister a little. Do not leave this in oil because this will keep splashing. It'll literally splash all over the kitchen. So be very careful. Dip it, pull it out, dip it, pull it out. And you have the most perfect scalded green chilies. Well, I personally have a very special place in my heart for Vada Pav, and more so now because it is a dedication to the master blaster Sachin Tendulkar himself. If you like this recipe, do not forget to try it because anybody can cook with Rajshri Food, and see what story the Bombay chef brings to you in the next episode of How's That? Every Wednesday. 2004, India went to Australia. Also, check the story that Bombay chef brings to you in every. Also.